Hey, this is Matt once again. What about to the video? This is a paid request, this time from 10. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, reviews, reactions, commentaries, re-reviews, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for 2 episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Season 7, Episode 11, and Season 14, Episode 2. And that's because they both involve this fictitious movie called Thundergun. Now, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I did see the first episode. I actually have another request to watch a review of the second episode of Season 1, which I'll get to shortly. But I would say this is definitely a show that is not PC, that I'm sure would make a lot of people pretty butthurt, where the characters, they're not good characters, but because each episode is only 20-some minutes long, and because the humor at times can be so refreshingly almost honest that it's almost disarming with that to certain a lot of other, especially today's climate with a lot of how people talk and act and stuff. It's like they're still friends, but yet they know they're crappy people in a way, and it's just how upfront they are. And I think the actors have really great chemistry with each other, whether it be Charlie Day or the others. And then by this point, this is later on, this is when Danny DeVito's in the mix. And Danny DeVito is, I think he comes in like season 2 or so, but he's great. This is the first time I saw episodes of this show with Danny DeVito, and I'm a Danny DeVito fan. From, Batman Returns and Twins, and I remember this one film called Renaissance Man. When I say remember, I mean I vaguely remember watching it as a kid, but I remember liking it. But he's great in this. So, like, Season 7, Episode 11, Thundergun Express, is our characters, Charlie Day, these 2 other guys, the girl and Danny DeVito, they're trying to see this movie. And a simple task of trying to get to this movie, Thundergun. But just they're in traffic, and again, just with the humor, like Danny DeVito's like, these goddamn immigrants, you see Obama, there's no insurance and they drive so slow. That's why they drive so slow, because there's no insurance, and the goddamn immigrants come here to see Obama. And throughout the episode, it's each one leaving the other, going, every man for himself, just to try to get to see the movie. So they're stuck in traffic, and okay, you know what? We're going to leave you, we're going to head out. What are you doing? You're going to leave me here? Yeah. Then, like, Dan DeVito can't catch up to reach this trolley. So then there's 3 of them left, because there's 5. But Danny DeVito decides to steal a boat, and it's a tour guide boat, and he steals it to try to get to the movie theater, and he's just making stuff up. He's like, oh yeah, well, oh sure, yeah, that building there is a red building, and this here, this is where all the area of unsolved murders happen. And then he just starts talking about his life and everything that's happened, maybe referencing episodes of the previous seasons, I don't know. But he's referencing some, crazy shit. And he says a line, I guess it's one of those things he got the line wrong. Like, he didn't get the line wrong on the show, but maybe it's like maybe it's a running joke that I don't get as much because I didn't see the episode as reference, but it's a very funny line. He says, what was the line he said? Oh, what does he say? It's, you gotta pay the troll toll. Wait, you gotta pay the troll toll to get inside this boy's hole. I'm like, what? You gotta pay the troll toll to get inside this boy's hole. And maybe that was a line the character heard before and he got mixed up or something. I'd never heard that before, and I'm as confused as the other people, which I guess makes it even funnier. Because the other people, what the hell is this guy about? He wants to be in what? A boy's hole? It's like, no, no, no. You gotta pay the troll toll to get inside this boy's hole. And the way Danny DeVito said it, and just being like straight face saying that did make me laugh. And like I said, the others, the three are trying to get to it. The theater. One guy gets stuck trying to get in the sewer. He tries to imitate a motorcycle, but he can't ride it, and that was refreshing. He's usually, yeah, of course they perfectly know, but he doesn't. He thinks he does, and it wobbles, and he crashes. I mean, that did make me laugh. Then two are in the sewer, and the girl gets her heel stuck, and Charlie Day leaves, and she gets pissed at him. But then ultimately, after some other stuff happens, they all, except Danny DeVito, do get to the movie. Also, I like, I forget who said it. They get to someone, and the guy's like, "What the shit is a Thundergun?" Or maybe I imagined that, and that was me saying it. I'm like, "What the shit is a Thundergun?" But I swear, if someone didn't say it, maybe I said it in my head. I'm going crazy. But then Dan DeVito calls in a bomb threat to get everyone out because hey, he wants to see the movie, he can't see it. He referenced it earlier in the episode, so now they can't see the movie, and they're that motherfucker pissed off. They're pissed off at DeVito. So it was taking a simple concept of going to the movie and making an adventure out of it in some pretty funny ways. Again, the cast worked well together. Dan DeVito was a great breath of fresh air, and it was very fun. And then that leads into season 14, episode 2, because we never get to see what Thundergun is. Here we do in a sequel called Thundergun 4 Maximum Cool. And this I liked even more because it deals with our 5 characters pulled into a focus group. And one of them's like, what the fuck is a focus group? What's that? And then they realize they don't see Thundergun 4. I'm like, oh yeah! And then Charlie Day's like, I can't follow the movie. The movie hasn't started. Oh yeah, yeah. Now we don't see the movie at first, and then the movie's over, and they go that they hated it. And then they pull into a focus group by this lady, and pretty much the rest of it is just them talking about how much the movie sucked. And then she starts showing, clips like, did you like this scene? Did you like this scene? And Dolph Lundgren. Dolph Lundgren is the lead in this fictitious movie. And I was like, wow, well, that's really cool. Because I'm a big Dolph Lundgren fan. And the fact that we get to see him, I mean, it's fun to see him also because he's playing the lead in this it's supposed to be a very bad movie. That was just kind of it's just sad that because Dolph is in the movie scenes, he can't interact with the cast. Like, it'd be cool to see Dolph interact with Danny DeVito, and it's just sad that we didn't get to see that. But again, the movie within the show, it was, I can see why these folks would be pissed off, because it does look like a shitty movie. And I did, just how un-PC, but at the same time, in a way, so refreshing these characters at, where the focus group, I forget her name, I'll just say I forgot her name. The lady leading the focus group, she's talking about, okay, let's talk about the female character. And someone goes, why? Why? And the complaint is including the lady of the group, why is there no nudity? Well, studio said, that they need to cut down the nudity. What the hell? Come on, this is un-American. Where's the Hun Dawn? What? And even the lady's asking the other lady, what? And she's going back, where's the Hun Dawn? We know he's got a good, huge Dawn. Where's the Hun Dawn? Well, nudity's a bit much. Fuck you, you Hollywood bullshit that America's sick of. Also about, wait, this guy has a kid, and yeah, didn't you get, it says right there in the movie, I didn't get that. Oh, come on. Danny DeVito goes, oh, come on, yeah, that guy's gonna have a lot of kids. He would be shooting raw dog loads of, the raw dog loads he drops. He probably has thousands of kids. And like them getting pissed that the movie's gonna be PG-13, and they're like, what the fuck? Give me dawn or give me death. I wish they went into them wishing more about it being more violent. Because I think, with PG-13, more people they want more violence than nudity. I wish they went a bit more into that. And maybe had scenes. That's the one thing I wish they would have played up more of is like Dolph shooting and there's no blood. Where's the blood? As no, give me blood or give me death. I wish they were a bit more into that than the Hun Dawn stuff. I think that would have made it. Maybe the Hun Dawn makes it funnier. What I'm describing makes it more real. But I wish at least maybe one of them would have got more into that. When it's PG-13, you have more pussified violence. I like that within the movie, there's a literal pass of the torch from Dolph to his son. Like, literally passing a torch. It's, oh, come on, what is this bullshit? What? You don't kill him off? What the fuck did that happen, huh? Or, as on PC as it says, I thought it was funny that they talk about the villains. I didn't know he was a villain. Back in the day we had villains that were, foreign. Like Hans Gruber and stuff. I mean, but this guy, he's... At the end of DeVito says, yeah, sometimes they're blocked, like Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3. Which is funny, he mentions it doesn't go to Rocky 4 because of Dolph Lundgren being in this episode. But I like when someone goes, oh, but this villain here, you won't fear this villain because he's most likely a pussy. If I feel like I'm going all over the place, I am, but Season 14, Episode 2, Thundergun 4, Maximum Cool, I would say and these are, I think you could watch this without watching the whole show. Like, for the most part, you would get into it and understand and not be too confused. Other than maybe that one line in the previous Season 7, Episode 11 one, but in this, you'd still understand it. Probably one of my favorite bits is when the lady leading the focus group, they talk about the female interest, is that, well, we want to get away from, female as a sex trophy. And one of the guys says, yeah, but that works. Yeah, but that works. I just, the way that was said and the way he said it just flowed out. I chuckled heavily at that. I thought that was really funny. Well, we don't want to have, so many, female as sex trophy. Yeah, but that works. I thought that was funny. And then, spoiler alert, they come out of it. They said we need to save this film. They leaked the film. And then they go into a thing that is prevalent and is something to talk about, where at one point the female leading the whole group gets pissed and going, oh yeah, when did you see a movie in the theater? When did you see a movie in the theater? And, the guys mention and girl mentions that they see it online for free at these websites. And that is true. And with me, if it's a film I'm very interested in, I will go see in the theater. Well, I do want to support, I do. I remember when Dread came out, saw it in 3D, loved it, supported it. Didn't matter because the film bombed. But if it's a film I think will suck, well, maybe there's other ways to see it. I don't know. You tell me. But I do understand with that completely. Like, if they listen to the box office. They absolutely will. And lo and behold, even though they leaked it, and even though they're going to fix it and do it for the fans, lo and behold, these folks still go back. Even though they could get to a theater very quickly, they still just see it on the phone. As the assholes they are. At least these characters. I get why other people do. Like, okay, I get it if you don't have all the money in the world. Let's face it, there are people going through hard times that can't. I get it. Number two, if you're in an isolated location and it's like 40 minutes to get to a theater, if that, there are other ways I can understand it. I'm not someone that will judge someone who does it. But I get its point as well. Because these people, with where they're at and what they have for jobs and what they do and how they acted, throughout all the episodes, they do come off as, in a weird way, likable, fun asses. But I'd say it's a point that I do understand because, like I said, if the movie makes money, then that's what studios are going to listen to, for the most part. But the whole idea, the whole thing of the focus group, I thought that was very fun. Like I said, I just wish they went a bit more into action filmmaking, whether it be shaky cam stuff, like, why are you doing it this way? I don't know what the fuck just happened. Like, maybe making fun of those aspects, or the violence and lack of blood and gore. A little bit more of those aspects. I think that would have made it even better. And maybe the whole thing with the downloads and maybe would feel a bit too preachy to some people. But I still thought it was a very fun episode. Great to see Dolph in there. That was a welcome surprise. Can't remember what year this episode came out. I did in season 14. But overall, I liked both episodes. And Thundergun looks like a crappy movie, but it made for that and the sequel two pretty entertaining episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So, thanks once again, Ken. Take care, guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.